Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. We got a super random FEH channel last night, which I guess we probably should have been expecting because of Golden Week, but honestly, I was not ready for it. And honestly, it was pretty good. I don't think it was one of the better FEH channels we got, but it was definitely not too bad. I think the new game mode looks super exciting, and obviously all these rewards we're getting are super cool too. So I'm just going to quickly talk about my thoughts on the FEH channel while I use my free tickets here. So we got 3 tickets each for all the first 4 CYL, and then 4 tickets for the final ones. So that's pretty nice. I don't particularly need anyone here, so we're just gonna do what the vibes are saying. So I have a +4 Brave Lynn already. I have a +3 Brave Ike. I've got like 50 Lucinas already, a bunch of Roys. I feel like these old CYL units just kind of show up without you kind of intending them to. So I'll probably go green or colorless, depending on what I feel like. But anyway, so obviously the big thing from this new FEH channel was SEER'S SNARE, the new game mode. I think it is actually really going to be a lot of fun. I think it addresses a lot of the issues that I personally had. Oh my god. Hello? Oh my god, this is my first time getting air, so I get an Ascended Floret. And she's just a super strong unit with amazing fodder. That's awesome. Wow, I really was not expecting that. If I don't get any other 5 stars the rest of this summoning session, I will still be happy. That's awesome. Well, cool, neat. Anyway, what was I saying about SEER'S SNARE? So, I think it addresses a lot of the issues that I've had with Fae, that like, I feel like I have so many units in my barracks, nothing to do with them. So I like that, it's got bonus units from different titles, so you're incentivized, just like in limited hero battles. You're not forced to use the units from those bonus titles, but you are incentivized by getting, I believe, extra stats, and I think an extra skill slot as well. So I think that's super cool. Will encourage you to use a wide variety of your barracks. I think another thing that is cool is that it actually feels like it's a mode where healers can truly shine, because honestly, nowadays, what modes are healers even good in? Like, when I say healers, I mean healers who actually heal. Also, hi Bike! Okay, so the summons are already going really good. Cool. Another merge for my Bike, he'll be +4 now. What was I saying? So yeah, what mode are healers that actually heal good in? Because, like, obviously we got a new wave of offensive healers with all these new healer specials and skills, which are very strong offensively, but healers don't really get to heal much. So I think this kind of, like, sustain teams where, like, you want your units to carry over the HP from the previous map, and so you actually have incentive to run a healer, I think that's super cool. And it reminds me of the early days. I'm really dating myself with this one, but back with like super early Tempest trials, I remember I used to have to bring along a healer because units back then were not tanky enough to survive through 7 consecutive maps. And the difficulty level of these maps was a lot harder, and the tools that you had to clear them was a lot worse. And so you kind of had to bring along a healer or some other way to heal, like ether, put ether on people. I remember I brought Breath of Life along on some people to heal. But yeah, I actually do really like the idea of wanting to bring along a healer for this mode. And I do think, I was discussing this with Joel the other day, I do think that this kind of signals that we may be getting an arcane staff soon too. I honestly thought that this month's arcane weapon was going to be a staff because we've gotten recently the tier 4 B skills for healers, we've gotten their specials. So I do feel like we're really going to get an arcane staff soon, but I feel like this is just further cementing that. Also, on to the next banner. Definitely Brave Hector is going to be my priority here. I do have a +3 Brave Hector, and I'd like to get some more merges on him because I got the Hardy Fighter build on him. And Veronica's my second priority because I think I have a +2 or +3 of her. The rest don't super appeal to me, although they are pretty good units. So okay, we got 1 blue, that's perfect. But yeah, no, so I think this new fun mode is going to be super fun. I also like how they're like, they're jazzing up the weapon triangle. I think that's pretty cool as well. I don't really have any complaints about this mode. I think it's just going to be a lot of fun. In the same way that Hall of Forms was fun at first, Otherworld Bonds is fun, because there's like that element of RNG with what skills you get, what maps you get, what units you face, but you actually get to choose the units who you're taking through with you. So I think it's, I don't really think there's anything wrong with the mode. I like that they have the restart feature, restart from the beginning if you really want to start again, or just restarting from the latest mini-boss. That's probably not the right word. I don't remember what the word for it was, but anyway. Yeah, I think it's just going to be a lot of fun. And honestly, the fact that like you can stack like 4 different layers of skills, I think is super cool. I know people have actually been asking for something like that, like to kind of buff Gen 1 and Gen 2 units who aren't as good nowadays, giving them extra slots for skills. So, although this isn't quite the same thing because it's specifically just in this mode, it's still cool to see. And it makes me wonder if IS is actually like listening to feedback, or if they just thought of this on their own. I don't really know. On this banner, I already have all 4 of these units. Don't really need a merge on Yoon. Probably merges on Camilla would be my priority, because why not? I think I already have an all-man and Eliwood for fodder as well. So, oh, well, I guess we'll go red, maybe? I think Alm's a little bit better. Either way, I don't really need either of them. But yeah, no, so I'm really looking forward to this mode. I hope... Well, so I remember Hall of Forms when it first came out was super fun and super engaging, but at least for me, the more and more they gave us Hall of Forms, the more boring it got, to the point where like now, unless there's a unit who I know I want to pick up from Hall of Forms, I kind of just dread doing it. I kind of just like really go through it and barely... Sometimes I don't even clear the Hall of Forms. They're kind of boring nowadays. So I hope that like they don't spam this new mode so often to the extent where we do get bored of it, but I feel like that's relatively far away anyways, and I feel like there's a lot of potential with this mode, so I'm personally really excited for it. Also, still no chance to get Camilla. That's super fun. Okay, green has really been my color today. We got Ymir, sorry, not Ymir. We got Air, rearmed Air. We got a bike, and now Micaiah. So I guess her fodder really isn't that good. So, because now that we have ground orders Seal, yeah, I'll probably just merge her up. I do have a form of Micaiah that hasn't been upgraded in a while, so I might as well just merge her. But yeah, kind of speaking of Hall of Forms, as you guys know, Legendary Tiki is going to be the first ever legendary to show up in a Hall of Forms, so that's actually pretty exciting, and I feel like it paves the way for the future. I will probably actually be picking up the Tiki Forma if I get good skills on her, just because like I do have a bunch of Forma souls, and I feel like that will give some value, especially now with the new arena changes, where basically you get all the new arena changes where if you have the bonus legendary. I think they're really, really good. And honestly, I picked up a legendary Yuri, and Arena has just been a breeze, even with just a +0 copy of Yuri. So first of all, not having to fish for score and always getting the max one is like insanely strong. Insanely strong. It saves so much time. Also, being able to take a death as well means that, first of all, not only do you need to fish for a million different arena matches, second of all, how often are you truly going to lose more than 1 unit per arena match? At least for me, the biggest problem in arena is like, I'd have one random unit get sniped because of some unexpected to change fate or something like that. And now that can just happen, and you can just recover and win and still score max. So I think the changes are honestly so good. I just wish it wasn't locked behind the new legendaries, especially since free-to-play players do not have access to Spark on legendary banners. So I do have some gripes with it, but overall still really, really good. Yeah, so I'll probably be picking up Tiki. On this banner, you guys already know I have a +10 Brave Claude. I could go for more copies of him just for the memes, but I think I'm going to go either red or blue for Dimitri or Lysithia. Maybe just red. I don't know, we'll see. This one, well, okay, one colorless, we're going for Claude. We're gonna plus 10 another Brave Claw, guys. Just for fun, just for the memes. But yeah, we have a Shadows of Valentia holoforms coming up soon, so I am really, really hoping that Duma is going to be on it. As you guys know, I have a plus 8 Duma, so I do need to plus 10 him. Oh my god! What is up with these summons? This never happens. This never happens to me. This is so lucky. This is my first ever Shez. He is minus attack and I don't really have need for him, so he probably will be fodder, but this is really, really good fodder. You can pick up Bulwark, which I don't think I've ever had on a unit before, and Oath 4, which are both really good skills, so definitely excited to see that. Really wasn't expecting that, though. Cool. Yeah, I have nothing to complain about with these tickets. But yeah, I really hope we get Duma. Oh my god. Oh, this is so funny, guys. So first of all, I was going for Brave Claude here. Instead, I get an Academy Claude. For context, I already have a plus 10 Academy Claude, but I picked up another random 4-star special of Academy Claude last week too. So now I think I am, like, lull speed defense isn't that good fodder. I think I am straight up going to start another plus 10 merge project for this guy. He's already plus 1, just for fun. Why not, right? Sometimes I feel a little bit crazy. Oh my god. I keep getting interrupted by 5 stars. So yes, Duma. I want Duma, plus 10. So if he's in Hollow Forms, that will get me to plus 9. Guys, Claude heard me talking about Duma and how much I want to plus 10 him, and he showed up twice to be like, no promise. Don't think about Duma, think about me. I'm actually crying. This is so funny. This is awesome. Not quite sure yet what we're gonna do with him, but he's here. That's all that matters. Honestly, a little bit in shock at how well these summons are going. So let's try and continue the streak. Maybe if I keep talking about Duma, I'll keep getting 5 stars? I don't know. Anyways, I just recently pulled a 5-star Marianne on a free summon, which was cool. So attack speed unity fodder is nice. I already had a copy of her, so I can keep that copy and fodder off the other one. But attack speed unity is a pretty good skill, so I might try to go for more colorless. But also Brave Erica has amazing fodder. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think I might actually just go blue. Don't really need his fodder. I have a million Marths, I don't need more of them. I think we're gonna go blue. Well, the game said no blue, but let's talk more about Duma so that maybe I get more 5 stars. But yeah, so Duma, I have him at plus 8. I really want to plus 10 him, so if I can get him in Hall of Forms, that'll be plus 9, and I get to pick up some new skills for him. I already do have Far Save and Dragon Wall on him, but I know there are a bunch of really good dragon skills that I could give him, or Hardy Fighter. Really, it'd just be nice to get a merge and upgrade his kit. So yeah, looking forward to hopefully Duma being in Hall of Forms. There is a chance it'll be Alm, I guess, or there's a chance period that they won't give us a Legendary or Mythic in the next Hall of Forms. Like, they might not be doing it every Hall of Forms, but my preference would definitely be Duma. Although I would definitely not turn my nose up at a Legendary Alm copy as well. Right now I do have him, and his Refine and Remix are obviously really good, but I don't have any good skills on him. I just kind of have base kit, which his base kit kind of sucks. Like, Darting Blow 4 is really bad, so it would be nice to get an upgrade on him. Alright, we are getting a lot of blues now, but I just hate having multiple of the same color that I want to pull on, because I'm like, oh my god, the other two were definitely Erica if I had just pulled them. But I don't care enough to actually spend orbs on any of these banners, so... And again, like, my luck has already been insane so far. Really was not expecting to get any of these 5 stars, and instead I got a bunch so far already. Alright, this CYL, I think the only one I actually don't have from this CYL is Tiki. So maybe green is the priority. Crom, I don't really need another copy of him. Seliph, Clash is nice fodder, but I don't even know who I would give it to. And guys, I've pulled 4 copies of her. So actually, maybe I'll pull more Byleths. Maybe I'm gonna get more of her. I've given speed preempt to my Brave Claude, to my New Year's Fafnir, and to my Aversa, just because I keep getting her. And I still have a copy of her left. So maybe we'll go colorless. Colorless or green. The choice was made for us. We're going green here. What else was in the FEH channel? I think they announced the Leaf remix, which honestly seems quite strong. Also, thank you, Shaz, for showing up. Your male version showed up too. I think this makes my Shaz merge project +6 or +7 now, so that's always nice. Always nice to get a copy of a merge project that you're going for. But yeah, so Leaf's remix honestly seems pretty strong to me, but I think him being meta-defining will really rely on what his weapon refine looks like. Same with Edelgard. Her remix is nice, I guess, but it honestly doesn't seem like it'll save her. So I'm hoping to see what her weapon does. I do have a +4 Edelgard, so if she gets like a really good refine, I might try and go for more copies of her. We'll see. But right now the remix hasn't really sold me on it. Guaranteed follow-up isn't as strong as it used to be, I feel like. Nowadays, especially with so many units neutralizing guaranteed follow-ups. So, I don't know. Elise, I wish you were better, Elise. You are so pretty. Your art is stunning, but it's not really worth building you. Oh, she's got some of the prettiest art in the game. I think I'm going to build just 1 copy at 5-star just because her art is so pretty. But I don't have to +10 her. Alright, last 2 summons. Honestly, I'm kind of not remembering if there was anything else in the FEH channel. I think it was really just the introduction to this new mode, and the rewards. Yeah. Definitely nice rewards. I feel like these free summon tickets are always a pleasure to have. Wish we were getting more orbs, but at the very least we have the quiz event, so I think it's 10 orbs if we get 5 of them correct. So guys, make sure to participate if you don't already, if you haven't. Anyways, I guess that'll be our summons. I might, because we're at 5 and the appearance rate went up to 5.31, I guess I was thinking it was like a normal banner, but it's Hero Fest rate. Maybe we'll just like quickly dip our toes in one more time to see if we can get anyone. But I don't really need anyone. One last summon and then we're out. The rest of my summons were really good, so definitely not going to try to push my luck, especially since I don't really need any of these. Okay, we didn't get anything, but that's fine. The rest of my summons were really good, as I said. So let's take a look at what I got. So we got... I got a free 5-star Teenie the other day, by the way, on the banner that she's a focus on right now, so that was cool. Then we got Air as our first summon, which was a really great way to start off. And a Brave Ike, so that'll be a merge for him. Brave Micaiah, that'll be a merge for her. Shez, Claude, and yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, aside from that, looking forward to Duma, hopefully being in Hall of Form so I can pick up some new skills and a merge for him. Also looking forward to Plumeria getting rerun. Hopefully her remix is this year, that'll make it a lot easier to +10 her on the remix banner. But even if she's not, I'll do my best. And obviously the Fallen banner coming up this month, and this guy might get a Fallen version, so my orb stash is looking mighty low right now, which kind of sucks, but we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out if he is on that banner. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new game mode, and just in general what you thought of the FEH channel. Thank you so much to the Promenaders as well. Super appreciate you guys and your support. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Bye!